YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with some breaking news coming out of Washington today. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. See, this is exactly why. I don't rush to just upload videos anymore. Okay, as you notice, my upload schedule has just switched from, I usually, when I first started and up until like maybe a recent change a couple months ago, I used to upload at 3:30 p.m. Okay, every single day. Now I'm more of like an 8 p.m., 9 p.m. kind of guy every day. And I was getting ready to make a video about Jalen Ramsey getting signed to the Dolphins because I was pissed. Okay, I wasn't like overly upset, but I was kind of mad because I'm like, come on, y'all. Like, I made a video talking about getting Jalen Ramsey, and I was expecting to have to give up probably multiple first round picks for this guy. And then I see that he gets traded to the Dolphins for a tight end and a third round pick. I'm sitting here like, we couldn't have done that. And I know y'all probably like, Juan, we're in at the situation that we're in with the possible new owner and Dan Snyder not having the money and all that. I understand that, but I'm pretty sure we could have worked something out. That's one. And then two, y'all also probably like, Juan, we can draft a younger cornerback with 16, which is very well true, and that's what I want us to do. But think about it. If all we had to give up was those two draft picks and then take on his contract, we could have done that. And then at 16, we could have drafted at the left tackle, because you guys know I think Charles Leno is serviceable, but you can do so much better. And I don't know what would y'all much rather have? A franchise left tackle, okay? A franchise left tackle that could possibly protect Sam Howell's blind side for the next 10 years plus, or have a lockdown corner. It's a win-win situation. But I'm thinking about it like this. I'm thinking about it like, Jalen Ramsey is 27 years old, 28 years old. So you still got him for maybe 3 more years, 2-3 more years. Okay. And before you have to actually, before he actually falls off, because a lot of people saying he was bad last year, which he wasn't Jalen Ramsey standard, but he still wasn't horrible like a lot of people trying to make him seem. So I'm like, that's kind of really like that's getting 2 birds in one stone. If we've been honest, like, I don't know. That's just, they don't think like me. They don't think how we think. And given all the circumstances, I understand why we didn't do it, but it's hard, man. It's hard being a fan and of a team that doesn't attack. Like I would have done what the Dolphins just gave up, but it's a reason why they didn't do that, and this was the reason. So if you guys are just tuning in, breaking news: the Washington Commanders, as you can see by the title, have signed Daron Payne to a 4-year, $90 million contract extension, making him the highest paid defensive tackle in NFL, dare I say, history. Yes, history. Not named Aaron Donald. So this is why they didn't do that. This is probably multiple reasons why they didn't go get Jalen Ramsey, but we got him signed. Okay, this is the main reason. Washington made it abundantly clear that they wanted Daron Payne. Okay, and I was on the fence. I'm like, Daron Payne it doesn't seem like he wants to be here. And a lot of you guys were agreeing with me. Y'all like, Juan, I see what you mean, man. His demeanor doesn't seem like he want to be back in Washington. Because again, when a guy wants to be back where he was drafted, he makes that abundantly clear. Taylor Heinicke wasn't drafted here, but he obviously, his claim to fame was Washington, so he wants to be back here. Cole Holcomb made it clear. Jonathan Allen made it clear. Terry McLaurin made it clear that they wanted to be back here in Washington, and they got it done. Daron Payne wasn't doing that, but I guess that doesn't mean nothing, because he got the bag. He got the bag, man. He already was having because he was a first round pick. Okay, he was already having. He already been touching millions, bro, because he was a first round pick. But now you get that contract extension, 90 over 4. That's $22.5 million a season, man. That's crazy because Jonathan Allen, he got 73 over 4 last year, and that's 18. So he got like 5 million more than Jonathan Allen. Like 4.5, 5, something around there. Than Jonathan Allen, man. That's crazy. Shout out to Daron Payne, man, getting the bag. I wanted him back. I just wasn't sure that he wanted to be here. But I'm glad he is. I'm glad we got it out the way. Before we move on, though, like to out of the video, I do want to read the actual full article posted by Bleacher Report on the signing of Daron Payne. This is put out by Scott Pollock on Twitter. It says it didn't take Washington Commanders long to go from franchise tagging defensive tackle Daron Payne to giving him the massive deal. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, the NFC East team made him the highest paid defensive tackle outside of Aaron Donald in NFL history with 4 years, $90 million contract that features a $60 million in guarantees. So that's the article. I thought it was gonna be something way more than that, but $60 million guaranteed, man. Man, could you imagine having that much money? Soon as he signs this contract, $60 million, obviously plus tax and all that. Once tax taken out, so probably like 40 million or something. That goes right into his bank account. That's crazy, man. I mean, shout out to Big Payne. He worked for. Now here's the thing, guys. Is this the last season of Montez Sweat? Possibly, because we still are in that phase to where we're like we may not be able to sign all 4 of these guys back. And at first, you remember we thought it would have been one of the D tackles because we were like Chase Young coming off that rookie year. He's obviously not going nowhere, second round pick. And then Tez was good, and we wanted to keep the 2 edge rushers together. And we were like, we'll sacrifice one of the D tackles. But now it's looking like it's gonna be the opposite. It's gonna look like we obviously going to keep the 2 tackles because we just signed them and keeping the Bama wall together. And the one of the guys that we're going to let go is the edge rushers. And yes, Montez Sweat has been more productive than Chase Young. However, they invested so much into Chase Young, second overall pick in the draft. And obviously, even with this torn ACL that Chase Young is coming back from, he still has more upside than Montez Sweat. No, you can't. You probably won't find a defensive end as athletic as Montez Sweat. He's one of the most athletic defensive ends probably in ever. But you can find a productive defensive end in the draft to replace him. Okay. And that's if we decide to do that. We could very well replace Chase Young, or we could find a way to resign all 4. It doesn't seem likely because if Tez goes out there and gets 13 and a half, 12 and a half, he's gonna want probably $100 million contract. And we're not in a position to do that. We got other needs, obviously, that is going to come down later. Still got to pay Cameron Curl, and other things. So I'm happy for Daron, man. It's crazy. I thought we franchise tagged him so we could buy us time to possibly get a deal done in the summer. Because remember, Terry got done in the summer last year in July. Jonathan Allen got done in the summer, July previous year. So I'm like, that's probably the same time frame that we're looking at for Daron Payne. That's exactly why they did the franchise tag, but they waited, 2 weeks? 2 weeks? I mean, and it shouldn't be surprising to me because, again, they came out and said how much they wanted him back. Okay, they made it clear that they wanted him back, and they got it done. This is the first of a couple. Okay, I'm expecting Cole Holcomb to be resigned. Cam Curl, I don't want to say I'm expecting him to get a contract extension, especially since he has 1 more year left on his deal. Before you have to pay him, but I could see him getting paid. But the next guy on my list is probably Cole Holcomb. We got to get him done. Love Cole, man. It's crazy that a lot of y'all want to let him go, but I want him back. And probably tell Heineke, and that's gonna be something simple. And that's a problem because I mean we could replace Taylor Heineke if we want to, but I personally want him back. But yeah, man, there you have it. Daron Payne is back in the burgundy and gold for the near future. Daron Payne signs a 4-year, $90 million contract extension with the Washington Commanders, $60 million guaranteed. Let me know how y'all guys feel about that, and girls, in the comment section down below. Leave your comments, like this video, subscribe if you're new. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. See you guys next time. I'm out. Peace. Cross me one time, that's gonna get you popped, get you popping, get you driving.